Wow, here's Hurricane Ian, I guess. Wow. I thought this was like a CG render at first because it looks so overtly apocalyptic that it's kind of like overselling the case. But it's just reality.
Wow.
Cool. Wow. That's in person height? Here we go. Thank you, Shu. This is why we're a superpower. This is why we're the only superpower. Oh, my family ends up okay. I've got extended family in Florida. Video from Matt Tillman at the Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa, the bay being sucked out. Oh, no. Oh, God. Where'd that water go? Yoink. You do not want to be here, by the way. You want to be away from here. You want to be somewhere else. Actually. Isn't this the moment you run? Actually, from what I've heard about Hurricane Ian, the moment you run was like a while ago, actually. Jeez, hold on. Yeah, the moment you run is yeah. It's been here for a while. Let me look up videos. Let me see if we can find anything else prominent at the moment. Yikes! Video circulating shows houses floating off their foundations. Remember, guys, this is the best it's ever going to get again. Yeah, 2022's weakest storm. True. There are a lot more videos. You know, call me a bitch, but I don't want to, I wouldn't want to be here. I wouldn't want to be on the 10th floor of this building either, you know? I wouldn't. Yeah. This thing could collapse the foundation of a larger building for sure. Well, far be it from me to not look through this crap. Oh, this is live. Live hurricane footage. Through a camera that seems to be damaged. Yep, if you go back far enough, there's... Yep, okay, yeah, see? Oh, wait, this is a different camera. Oh, I bet these camera feeds are getting destroyed, and they're moving to different ones that are also in various states of destruction. Look at this. There's no way this camera is operating, in an intended fashion. Oh my god, there's a vehicle. Oh my fucking god, dude, get out of here. Go, 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 go! Jesus Christ. Go, white boy, go! Ah, yes. For reference, the bay. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Remember this? Here's the bay normally. You can't see the sand normally, not even a little bit. Ooh. Where'd the water go? Good, Sasha. Keep staying home. New video just in from Fort Myers, Florida shows swimmers getting in the storm surge as Hurricane Ian approaches. What in the ever-loving fuck? Average Floridian. Yeah, you go, dude. Yeah. Return. Enter the retard soup. Become one. These three are all dead. That water's super toxic. It's not impossible that they could survive, but they sure are pushing the limit. Yeah, keep in mind that storm water is incredibly dirty. It overflows the sewage systems in a city and is sort of, um, you know, it just it dissolves all the shit and piss, and then it gets into your body, and then the you know, it sort of returns from solution, and you just have other people's poo in you. It's not great. This is why women live longer. That is not at all inaccurate, Shu. Risk propensity is a big factor in why men tend to die younger, plus some heart stuff. Time lapse on the Stern shows coming on Sanibel Island, Florida, so like 30 minutes condensed down. This is a time lapse over 30 minutes. Cool. Cool. 30 minutes, and that's at least like 3.5, 4 feet up. Yeah, it's just the ocean now. Not even sped up. Real-time footage. Hold on. I wonder how this is going to affect DeSantis politically. I don't think it's going to have that much of an effect because Republican voters are all pretty convinced that, like, this is the end of the world. So, like, it doesn't matter or whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. ETA until you see a prominent Republican politician saying that the hurricane is God's punishment for Disney going woke. So that's why they hit Orlando. Woo! Hey, my dude. My dude. Do you want to? God damn it. Fucking Floridians. Nah, dude, whatever. Just jump in.
You gotta be kidding me! You got to be kidding me right now! Major high water hurricane!
It's so much better than I thought it would be. Holy shit. Absolutely he looks like this. Fuck yeah, dude. Turn your back to the water and pose for the camera while facing away from the death water. Absolutely. Yeah, it's all of the white mermaids in the ocean angry that Disney's disrespected them with a black mermaid by blackwashing them.
Hurricane! Ian is dominating right now!
Cool. Guy swimming in dirty ass stormwater that flooded his house. Please don't do this.
Beautiful day for a swim.
Don't
Oh my God.
do this. Don't do this.
Oh my
Don't.
God.
Stop. Do not do this. This is the filthiest water imaginable. You cannot... It would take somebody with a PhD in chemistry working with somebody with a PhD in biology to explain how bad it is to even be in the zip code of this water. Haha, cool. That's what I'm talking about. Aquaman's about to get a killing on the housing market. Shark spotted in the surge waters in Fort Myers Beach, Florida. We're returning to tradition. To be clear, this water is not particularly clean for the sharks either, you know? They might be a little bit more biologically robust than we are, but they also probably should not be swimming in the poo water. Somebody saves a cat in a hurricane. If I watch this video, I'm going to sob. God damn it.
Shelter on top of the air conditioner. Kitty! Look at Michael saving the kitty. Aww.
I hope the kitty lives a good life. Cayman Islands after hurricane? Cayman Islands hurricane. What was it? Ivan damage? Hurricane Ivan was the gay one. Yeah. Not an expert, but I think hurricanes tend to be pretty bad actually. In general. Ivan and Ian. What a pair. Overhead imagery Fort Myers. How long do you think it'll be before the live satellite maps of Florida are noticeably more blue than before? Like what we saw with Pakistan, we're probably going to see some receding from the coast. Weatherman's saying it like it is. Oh, I saw this.
Daytona Beach. See this? Melbourne, Daytona Beach, all the way up to Jacksonville. This moves 20 miles to the west, and you and everyone you know are dead. All of you. Because you can't survive it. It's not possible unless you're very, very lucky. And your kids die too. See this?
Love this guy. The thing is, if you're a Florida weatherman, you need to say stuff like this. Because as we've seen in these clips, Floridians are very thick, and you need to be very direct with them. You know? You really cannot go light with the language. That was years ago. This is a different one. I don't even care. Ian is now at 155 miles per hour, trying its best to become a Category 5. This will be one of the strongest hurricanes in Southwest Florida in history. Cool. That's pretty cool. Wait. Is this top-down satellite footage? No fucking shot. Is this top-down satellite footage overlaid over a stencil of the map? Or did somebody do a 3D render? I have a feeling this is a 3D render. It's too clean to be... Yeah. It's a good size comparison, though. Cool!
Good afternoon from Fort Myers, and this is the worst of Hurricane Ian. We have come up here for safety from the surge. Look
Are
at
you
the
safe?
wind howling through here, and where we were earlier, it looks like there's 3 or 4 feet of water. Waves crashing over the area from this morning. These winds are howling hurricane force plus and gusting over 100 miles an hour. The entire area, everything that's not up 20 feet is underwater right now. And it's just, this is one of the worst hurricanes I've ever been in, and maybe the worst as far as covering. over 25 years and 90 storms to be right in the eye wall of a high-end Cat 4. And the wind, let's just listen to the wind.
If this glass shatters at this speed, it could literally, like, speaking of flak guns, like, if the glass shatters at this speed, it could literally, like, just kill them. And it could easily shatter. It would take a tiny rock picked up by the wind.
This just amazing. And the issue is we're going to stay in this eye wall for a foreseeable...
That's hurricane glass? Okay, so is this glass specially treated to be more resistant to hurricane forces? That would make sense for Florida. If that's the case, I don't know. All of the glass, like, half-walling in, like, California is just regular glass, of course, because we don't have hurricanes.
Future, so this is going to continue. I got to believe Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, Captiva, it's going to look like Mexico Beach after Hurricane Michael 4 years ago. I'm seeing debris floating in the Caloosahatchee River.
Really?
If you can see it, looks like a North Atlantic Ocean storm here in Fort Myers. But let's turn back around and show this wind. Now it is getting channeled a little bit, but boy, this is just incredible.
You have to understand, even the glass aside, like, all it would take is a bit of debris flying at these speeds to potentially fly into you like a bullet. Like, this wind is 100 miles per hour plus. Like, if it catches a rock or a bit of, like, brick or, like, anything, and it hits you in a, you know, in an infortuitous way, like, that's it, you know? Infortuitous. Unfortunate. Jesus.
A hurricane season we thought wasn't going to even turn on. And look at this.
Really, right?
Late September. And we've got our first landfalling hurricane shortly here in the continental United States. I'm going to go right around the corner here. Stay out of the wind. Oh my gosh. The ocean, the river and the Gulf and...
Like, the wind is bad enough that you can see the wind. There's not even rain. There's just the wind is wet.
Just taking over everything. Water out here looks like about 4 feet deep. The pool has been completely annihilated by the surge.
Cool. He nearly dies.
Like underneath the roofing, maybe in the roof. It just came flying by. All right, you know what? I think I'm just gonna come in here for a second.
Yeah? Are you gonna? Yeah? No, please.
Give me a second.
Oh, no. No rush.
I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm fine. You just can't stand up.
Dudes will literally get blown at an upward angle 50 miles into the air and slammed into a rock wall hard enough that their organs turn to liquid, rather than accept help from the other people there.
All right. Styrofoam and things like
Cool.
that are like underneath the roofing, maybe in the roof.
I can't fucking believe this guy, dude. Holy shit.
It just came flying by. All right.
Fuck. It's only funny because he lived, right? Every week I discover some new level to American suburban hell. Artificial waterfront properties that cut off traveling anywhere in a reasonable amount of time and are also in a state with regular hurricanes. Yep. This is a pretty direct consequence of capitalist housing initiatives. The construction companies build out the properties, and once they sell them, they get to skedaddle the fuck out of there, you know? In no sane society should this be allowed to be built, like, at all, you know? The average consumer is not, like, savvy enough, I think. Also, they're retarded, they're Floridians. Is not savvy enough to understand that this is a death trap. You know? So, like, they construct it, they hype it up, it's a death trap, they make their money, they get out. Can you explain it to me like I'm 5, I don't get it? You die here. That's what I'm saying. Imagine trying to escape a hurricane condition in a system like this. These are like artificial waterfront properties. They're built out. They're like canals. Yeah. Where is this? This is Florida. Yes, it is the die zone. It's the dead zone. Look, as you see, the die zone. This is the future Aquaman, real estate front. I mean, if the water level was all static and there were canals dug, this would be cool as hell. Yeah, but the water level isn't static. That's the problem. Like, well, if weather didn't happen, yes, but sadly, weather does happen, so... Oh, is this Atlanta, not Florida? Is this Atlanta? No, wait, for those who don't know Florida, Cape Coral is the city where every house to waterfront. No. No, yeah, I thought so. This is Cape Coral. Look at it from Google satellite map. Ooh, yeah. Look at this, guys. Fuck me. This is all artificial waterfront. If you were playing a game as the hurricane, this is what would be known as a critical damage zone. You would inflict double damage to America if you hit this part. Sorry. Yes. Okay, this is from the NOAA satellites account. This is another one of those things that look like a 3D render, but it says, GeoES East captured this incredible view of the inside of Hurricane Ian's eye as the storm approached Florida. I think this is an actual satellite view. I think I was wrong before. I don't think this is a 3D render. I think this is just a satellite capturing this and overlaying it on a stencil of the map. This is literally what it looks like. This is the actual thing currently destroying Florida. That is wild. Not just bikes! Your last video was a banger, man. Hey! Oh, yeah, not just bikes. While we have you in chat, can you give us your opinion on this, Where is it? Can you give us your opinion on this artificial waterfront property in Florida? See, look, it was all water, and then they shoveled a bunch of dirt into the ocean, and then now everyone gets one single lane. Looks perfect. I don't see any single problem. Yeah, no, me either. Okay, just making sure. It's great, you know, because everyone gets the boat that they'll never use. That is, by the way, all of these boats that you see here are now a single shipwreck right here. Just so you guys know. The 5,000 boats down in that artificial waterfront area are now a sort of amalgam, like that one Castlevania boss right over here, you know? In exiting this town, you actually have to battle the Omniboat, you know, which arises from the wreck, a sort of, spiritual, yeah, force of all the neglected suburban boats that get left in the driveway of their dipshit owners who went into debt buying them and never used them. Jesus fucking Christ. Every house there has their own swimming pool anyway. Oh, great. Guys, this is a, yep, yeah, there's an indoor one. This is a survival tip, by the way. If a hurricane is happening, just go in your swimming pool, okay? And then you're fine. You're already underwater. You're already underwater. What can happen to you? Dude, the hurricane's gonna flood. I'm already in water. Oh. Huh. Guess you've got it. Don't do that. That's not a good strat, actually. It's a bad strat. I know it seems like it'd be good, but how would an M1A1 Abrams do against a hurricane? How many M1A1s have we lost to a hurricane? 0? I don't know. American hegemony might win out on this one, too. Yeah, surviving a hurricane is a lot like surviving a plane crash or a broken elevator line, where if you jump right before you hit the ground, you survive. except in a hurricane's case, if you dive into water right before the hurricane hits you, you're actually kept safe. It does work. No, me too, not just bikes. I actually have like some elderly relatives who live in Florida, and a couple days ago, I got a call from one of them, my grandpa, with a voicemail like, stop, call back, you know? So hopefully he doesn't die. If he does die, he lived to like 95, and he's also super cool, and like really accomplished and like cool. So, I mean, he definitely like checked off the lists, you know, but I still hope he doesn't die, you know? There's always extra checkboxes to fill, I guess. Wait, who? My grandpa. Is it Gun Grandpa? Yeah, the one that gave me that commemorative gold 1911. Yeah. Irish or Polish? I believe Irish. Yeah. You know, the roots really are there. You know, my father, above his workplace office at home, actually had his great-grandfather's, I think it's called a shillelagh, like sort of mantled over the door like a sword would be. You know those like Irish walking sticks? Yeah, the Irish clubs, yeah. It was my great-grandfather's. And I'm pretty sure it was like ancestral to him as well or whatever. It's just like a club walking stick thing, but it's, you know, it's traditional, I guess. Not a walking stick, it's a club. I've heard it can be used. You know, I mean, we never took it off the mantle, so, you know, whatever. Yeah. You have any leprechauns in your family? No, we're all tall, I'm afraid. Walking stick. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so anyway, to summarize the hurricane situation, excuse me, Florida is non-existent and the world is over. What is this? Ron DeSantis says he's thankful for Biden's help with the Hurricane Ian response. Is that true?
President spoke with mayors, but not you. But apparently the president reached out to you tonight. Can you tell us about that conversation? And in the aftermath of the storm, what support Floridians can expect from the federal government?
Well, Sean, you know, what I said today is, you know, my phone line's open. When people's lives and their property are at risk like this, you know, we all need to work together regardless of party lines. The Biden administration has approved our request for a pre-landfall declaration and did that very quickly. So we're thankful for that. You know, obviously, as the impact.
It's true. Compare this to Katrina. How long did it take for them to declare Katrina a disaster? I don't know.
Are known, you know, there's going to be more requests, particularly for individual assistance for Floridians that may have been displaced. You know, and it's my sense that the administration, you know, wants to help. I think they realize that this is a really significant storm, and there's a lot of people that, you know, we're working with the local.
God damn it! At least Trump was funny. Trump would have said something like he would have declared an emergency 3 seconds faster than Biden, and also if he was in charge right now, the hurricane wouldn't have even happened. He would have convinced it to not come. Different demographics, Vaush. Yep, that's true. Remember when Kanye used to be based? Remember remember when Kanye had slightly less brain damage? I remember. Fuck, all the clips that I see of it are like relatively long, and I didn't want to get in. I just wanted like the 2-second clip, whatever. When he said Bush didn't care about black people, which is true. Hold on. Last few clips. Wait, fuck! Oh, I just closed the tab right as I saw a funny one, but it was in a search queue, so I have to look again. No, that one looked funny. The boats were moving. The boats were sailing on their own. They were looking to join the Omni boat. Yes! The fucking Omni boat. Yes!
Those 4 goals.
4 of them.
4 goals.
Holy crap.
That's why you don't go outside.
Did you get that thing over there?
What is it? There's like 3.
Yeah, on their way to form, Oceanic Voltron. Defender of the Deep. This is the Hurricane Ian, in taking with my CIA roots, is actually just a government project to construct a boat amalgam capable of fighting Gojira. That's all it is. We're simply in a very Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood-esque fashion, using tragedy and sacrifice to build something greater. And you know, hopefully it works. Hopefully this wasn't for nothing. Yeah, like an Ava mech, you know. And so and so many people need to die in order for you to construct these things. What is this? Don Lemon tries to blame Hurricane Ian on climate change. NOAA's hurricane director shuts him down. Is this a conservative thing? Probably.
Can you tell
How do you have a blue check mark at less than 1,000 followers?
us what this is and what effect the climate change has on this phenomenon?
Well, we can come back and talk about climate change at a later time. I want to focus on the here and now. We think the rapid intensification is probably...
He has to stay apolitical, doesn't he? This guy feels like he has to. Yeah, dude, let's not talk about the factors that led to this and also will make it happen more in the future. Let's exclusively talk about every incident like a completely isolated thing, so there's no chance of addressing the broader problem.
Almost done. There could be a little bit more intensification as it's still over the warm waters of the eastern Gulf of Mexico, but I don't think we're going to get any more rapid intensification. If you look here, you can actually see, pretty interesting for your viewers, you can actually see a second eye wall forming around the inner eye wall, and that's basically the second eye wall has overtaken the original eye wall, and that...
CNN wants you to say no to systemic analysis? No. The CNN guy, Don Lemon, is trying to ask him. This guy is from the NOAA, which is a government meteorology branch. Yeah.
Should arrest development.
So listen, I'm just trying to get that. You said you want to talk about climate change, but what effect does climate change have on this phenomenon that is happening now? Because it seems these storms are intensifying. That's the question.
Wait, warm water is making it worse? Where'd water get its heat from? Water is of different temperatures all around the world due to a complex series of surface and deep ocean currents that carry water around due to a bunch of really complicated forces that we don't totally understand. And meteorological factors like, you know, like the sun warms some parts of the ocean more than others, and it depends on a lot of stuff. But it's usually, whenever a big, like, weather shit like this happens, it's usually due to temperature differences in the air or in the water, because temperature differences means that there's a you know, the molecules broadly, the temperatures in the fluid or air will try to reach equilibrium, which means that energy circulates through a system, and that tends to cause problems.
Question.
I don't think you can link climate change to any one event.
Okay.
On the whole, on the cumulative, climate change may be making storms worse.
Maybe.
But to link it to any one event, I would caution against that.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's not shutting down anything. He's dodging it. He doesn't want to talk about this either because he's ideologically biased or because NOAA hurricane director, or because he's trying to stay apolitical. Ken Graham, director of NOAA's National Weather Service, assistant administrator for weather services, and blah, blah, blah. When was he appointed? And how was he appointed? Wait, I'm looking at a different guy. Or am I? Okay, wait, I'm looking for hurricane director. Maybe not director over the National Hurricane Center? Jamie Rome? Oh, does it say right there? Sorry, I have it. Okay. Jamie Rome. Jaime? Jamie. How many times can I misspell this in a row before Google just stops letting me type stuff? You know? I'm not getting any results. So this is the acting director. I'm not getting any results for Jamie Rome. Does anyone have a link? Does anyone have a link to, like, his professional... Thank you. There we go. Acting director, which he filled in June 2022. Wait, seriously? That's pretty recent. Bad day to get the job, I guess. Whew. Well, it looks like he's been doing this for a while. My personal guess is that he's relatively agnostic on the climate change activist side of things, while aware of its effects. He doesn't want to, like, proselytize, or he feels like it's not his role as an official, which I strongly disagree with and consider not just, like, negligent, but, like, actively harmful. No, this is just how scientists talk. No. Saying stuff like may have made it worse. No, he's not just a scientist. He's a leader of a government org. You know, it's not just his job to, like, publish science papers. He's delivering information. He's communicating, and he's doing so in an irresponsible and inaccurate fashion.
Well, listen, I grew up there, and these storms are intensifying. Something is causing them to intensify. So this storm is it's a massive one. Its effects are also being felt in the southern part of Florida. What about the areas that may not be taking a direct hit or experiencing the storm surge, like on the West Coast? How much will the rest of the state be impacted?
Yeah, that's actually a good question, because we flip out to this other graphic. You can see this orange area is the size. So if you
Okay, so he didn't shut down anything. He just dodged the question. Okay. We have a free indoor pool. So that's cool. I guess this is great. You know what's funny? This water is like instant suicide juice, but nobody wants to commit suicide in a hurricane. Think about it. All the clinically depressed people in chat, I know you're there. You got to know, right? If you're in the middle of a hurricane, the other parts of your brain that are meant to keep you from getting eaten by tigers kick in, and you suddenly don't want to kill yourself. It's usually malaise, disinterest, and sort of emotional atrophy that motivates suicide, more so than, like, suffering itself. So it's like the grand, you know, the contradiction of the universe is that God gives you the suicide juice right when you don't want to kill yourself. Crazy, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Is this live? Yeah, it is. Though it's obviously a simulation. What is the swirl in the northeast? Over here? Oh, just, you know, air currents are complicated. I imagine that's always there, at least to some extent. Mm-hmm. Cool. Oh yeah, we've got space video. Hurricane Ian is seen about 260 miles below the space station as the storm is gaining strength. Here's the ISS footage. Love being on the ISS and getting to see my the drive-by. Has everyone seen that the music video? I think it's like OK Go or something, where it's the Chinese the Chinese astronaut goes to the moon, and as soon as he reaches it, the Earth explodes, and it's just him, like, coping. Let's Go. Yeah, Let's Go. It's a pretty dope song and dope music video. Sad though, and a little weird at the end, you know, but maybe in a defensible way. Let's go. Bum, bum, dun, 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 yeah, Stuck in the Sound. Yeah. It's a good song. Oh my god. Can you imagine this being your job? Just like, oh yeah, there's the death cloud. Yeah, OK Go is the treadmill choreography music video. Yes, yes, yes. They do like the wacky, like, Rube Goldberg stunts, which I also like. I like OK Go. Can weather ever affect the space station? Not really, no. The atmosphere up at the ISS level is so sparse that it doesn't really affect the orbital trajectory of the space station. There are some bits of atmosphere that kind of float off from Earth, but it's not a not that appreciable amount. Yeah, volcanic eruptions will push stuff up out of the atmosphere. Oh, sorry, I'll mute the video. You're right. It's kind of whining. Volcanic eruptions will. Nuclear eruptions will. It can knock stuff out of the atmosphere. And stuff that's lighter. Okay, so the way it works, the way we lose matter from Earth is the lightest stuff floats to the top of the atmosphere, and then solar winds carry it off. That's why we're running out of helium. Once helium gets into the atmosphere, it's basically like lost, because it's all going to float up to the top. And then once it's at the very tippy top of the atmosphere, solar winds carry it away. And it's gone to us forever, basically. Yeah. But, you know, helium's not going to fuck up the ISS, probably. Seems unlikely. Yeah, the sun's stealing all the helium. Damn, you can even see, like, little plumes inside the hurricane. God damn. God damn, man. What an existentially clarifying experience. The temperature at the ISS is hundreds of degrees, but you'll still freeze to death. Well, right, because it's not being conveyed through anything, right? Like you're still being lost to the vacuum of space. Do you mean like direct sun exposure? Like that would heat like the outside materials to the of the ISS, like really hot, but it wouldn't do anything to you because there wouldn't be like a convection? I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it. Damn. The ISS goes around Earth every, like, what, hour? Is it like 12 times a day? 90 minutes. So they get to go around the Earth, yeah, 16 times a day. So they're gonna fly by the fucking hurricane 16 times a day. Jesus Christ. One especially long League of Legends game, and then kablamo, you're back over Hurricane Ian. Thank you, whoever linked this. Very important. As billions die, you know, we appreciate the cat pun.